हेमते सर को टाइम लगेगा।
Okay, okay, okay. So, good afternoon, all our participants. Good afternoon to everyone, and welcome to the webinar on project-based innovation and IPR, organizing by the Institute Innovation Cell, that is IIC of Rumka College of Engineering and Technology, Bhilai. So, before starting this webinar, it's our privilege to introduce today's speaker, Dr. Sandeep S. Khedkar. Dr. Sandeep Khedkar completed his PhD degree in the year of 2015, and Dr. Sandeep Khedkar is having 16 years of teaching experience, and presently sir is working as an associate professor in the Department of Mechanical Engineering at Yashwant Rao Chauhan College of Engineering, Nagpur. Apart from academic responsibility, sir is also handling 3 additional responsibilities, that is prestigious responsibilities. First one is Assistant Dean Research and Development YCC Nagpur and Director YCCE TBI Foundation Sector 8 Company YCCE Nagpur and Designated Partner Mac Farm Equipment LLP YCCE Nagpur. Dr. Sandeep sir is expert in intelligent fault diagnosis system for valve casting. Sir is having more than 20 research articles in reputed journal and conferences, as well as having rights of more than 10 number of patents. Apart from this, Dr. Sandeep sir received grant of 30 lakh from the Ministry of MSME under a scheme of promotion of innovation, rural industries and entrepreneurship ASPIRE in the year of 2019. So with this brief introduction, I would like to share this online platform to our today's speaker, Dr. Sandeep S. Khedkar sir. Sir, kindly provide your knowledge and experience with our students. Please, sir.
Okay, thank you very much, Manmohan sir. Thanks for your kind introduction, and you whatever the points which you mentioned as the introduction. It is my just throughout my experience, whatever the activities which I have conducted, it is related to that, and I'm really glad to getting that opportunity. You provided me opportunity to share my views related to the innovation, related to the IPR, related to the startup in front of the audience. So it is really a proud moment for me for sharing my view in front of you all. I thanks to all the organizing team, specifically Honorable Principal Dr. Himte sir for giving me this opportunity. We will start this webinar. I just go through my presentation, and step by step, we will try to discuss certain issues related to the innovation and IPR, and we will try to explore more. Is it visible?
Yes, sir. It's visible, sir. Visible, sir.
So I have just started the floor. So basically, the topic which I selected for this webinar, that is the project-based innovation and IPR. Now, project, what we practice, what we experience, what we considering from last 4 to 5 years, what we call major parameter which we can consider for development of innovation and startup ecosystem and innovation and startup culture within the institute. Like every year, students completed UG and PG projects in an engineering institution. So why not project can be considered as an opportunity for development of innovation and which lead to the patent or which lead to the IPR, whether it is a copyright or patent, and which further lead to the commercialization of the innovation in terms of your own venture or licensing of patent. So with this, I myself, Dr. Sandeep S. Khedkar, I'm a uh, assistant professor in Department of Mechanical Engineering, YCC Nagpur. We have established YCC TBI Foundation, that is a Section 8 company for technology business incubation at Yeshwantrao Chavan College of Engineering. Then I am Vice President of Innovation Council at YCC. Recently, we have received the 4-star ranking for YCC Innovation Council from Ministry of Education. Also working as a assistant dean in R&D cell, looking after the IPR portfolio, that is the patent copyright portfolio. Under that portfolio, recently we reached up to 140 patents, and out of which 50 patents granted by uh, uh, Indian Patent Office as well as Australian Patent Office. Also established Aviva Center of Excellence for Plant Design and Management at Mechanical Engineering Department, and looking after the outreach in YCC to promote IPR activity, also to facilitate student and faculties for filing uh, of copyright and patent. So this is a brief introduction to me, and we are moving towards the next one, that is my patents. So till date, I have filed patent. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Okay.
Yes, sir.
And so, yes. So, so these are the patents, and you can see mostly my patent is related with the agricultural sector because I am having an agricultural background. So I prefer to work in that
Sir,
background.
screen share is not saying. Screen share.
Okay. Okay, just a minute.
Yes, now it's visible.
Okay. So, so these are the patents, out of which total 9 patents granted. So it is represented, and 2 patents granted by now, why this particular part, like innovation, IPR, startup, is necessary for the engineering institution as well as faculty and student of engineering institution. So why it is necessary? So we are focusing on that part. And first of all, if we just see the accreditation, so these are the 2 prime accreditation bodies of Government of India. That is the National Board of Accreditation and National Assessment and Accreditation Council. So we all are well aware about NBA and NAC, which is the prime most important accreditation bodies of Government of India. And every engineering institute want the accreditation from NBA and NAC. Now, if I just consider the assessment assessment pro forma or the parameters, you may see lot of weightages given on the basis of student innovation, the basis of faculty innovation, on the basis of student patents, on the basis of faculty patents, student startups, and on the basis of faculty startups. So if you want to perform for NBA accreditation and NAC accreditation, you need to excel, you need to enhance the innovation and startup activities within your institution. So that is the first point. That is the accreditation point. The second one is the ranking. Okay. So these are the two prime ranking bodies of Government of India for engineering institution. First one is the National Institutional Ranking Framework, that is the NIRF. And the second is the Atal Ranking of Institutions on Innovation Achievement, that is the ARIA. So these two ranking bodies are again a prominent ranking bodies for engineering institution, and every engineering institutions want a higher rank for their institution from these two ranking bodies. So now, if we consider the parameters of for assessment or for ranking, you may identify that again lot of weightage given on the innovation, on the patent, IPR, and on the startup. So if you want higher rank to your institution, so faculty and student need to perform on innovation, on startup, on patent, then and then this ranking might be possible. So two accreditation bodies, two ranking bodies. So we need to excel as an engineering institution, as an engineering student, as an engineering faculty for in innovation, IPR, patent, and specifically in the startup section. Then and then these things will be possible. Now, uh, here on this platform, it is my proud privilege to announce that our institute recently received the A double plus rank, A double plus grade from NAC. Also, we have received the in previous years we have received the NBA accreditations. Also, we are NIRF ranked below 200. ARIA we are in an excellent band. So we are having that kind of experience. We are having that kind of previous we are having that kind of previous experience that by performing in this particular section of innovation and startup, definitely you will get that credential due to which you will be get higher ratings. So that is the major concern, and that's why we are more interested to promote these activities. The next one is how to accomplish and where to start. Okay, how to start these activities within the institute, and what will be the methodology to begin these activities, to enhance these activities, to develop this culture. So for that purpose, we have identified project is an opportunity to develop this culture within the institution. And this is the methodology which we have developed. Like always, innovation starts from the idea. That idea may lead to the project. That project may lead to the patent. And further, the patent may be commercialized through the licensing by starting your own venture. So now these are the four basic pillars for for doing for development of innovation as well as for commercialization of your innovation. Now, step by step, we are going to see how to initiate this process within the institute and by which you can accomplish or you can achieve. I am having my past experience also by through which I came to know that by doing these activities, how student can get benefited, how faculty can get benefited, how institute can get benefited, and how the society can get benefited. So it is a win-win situation for all, as a student, as a faculty, as an institute, as a management, and as a society. So now it is just an example which I'm going putting here in this presentation. It is a Make Farm Equipment LLP. It is my own startup where we identified the genuine problem in the agriculture, that is the weeding process. And for weeding process, we developed the electrically operated weeder And we have developed this product. We have filed the patent. We have received the grant of patent from Indian Patent Office as well as Australian Patent Office. And we are selling this product from YCC under the Make Farm LLP. So it is just started with an engineering project and it reached up to the startup. It is a registered company, Make Farm Equipment LLP, and it can be possible, or it can be done by any student and your institute also. Only the thing is you need to adopt the methodology, you need to perform, or you need to follow the specific steps by which you can achieve the certain kind of goals. Now, this is the patent for the same product which we have received. Both the patent here. These are the patent. First one is the patent certificate provided by the Indian Patent Office, and second one is the patent certificate provided by the Australian Patent Office. And now it is the commercialization process is going on. We already sold near about 20 products for through this Make Farm startup. This is the second startup that we are having, Metronics equipment at YCC. These are the three products of this Metronics equipment: auto timer, quick sense, and water level indicator. So they are already completed their 5 lakh turnover within last 6 months. So this startup is also performing well at our technology business incubator. So the product which is shown here, these are the automations implemented, home automations which can be implemented. This information you can read all the information on YCC website also. So again, students started their projects for automating certain things. So automatic water level control, automatic electrical appliance control, automatic aliens. So these all things are prepared by the prepared in terms of project, and then it is further lead to the patent and then further lead for the commercialization. So these are the practical examples that I'm showing, which we already completed at YCC. Similarly, I'm having different examples of different startups which incubated at YCC. We are having 10 startup physically incubated at YCC and 10 startup virtually incubated. Total 20 startup incubated till date. So every startup have their own success story. Every startup have their own kind of hurdles which they already overcome. So you can visit on the YCC website. There is the innovation and incubation tab where you can get all the details related to the startups. So this is the patent which is received by the Metronics equipment. Now, first we understand the patent filing, okay, and later on we will discuss about what kind of product or how to get the innovative idea and how to convert that innovative idea into useful product, which can be considered for the patent filing. Now, first of all, we need to identify the patentable project. Okay, as an institute, we need to identify the patentable project, or we need to initiate the patentable project. So the project idea should be such that can be that should have that kind of patentability. So the genuine problem, innovative solution that might be considered project. Then we need to organize a training program for the patent drafting. So a rough draft is required because without the help of patent, it is difficult to prepare the patent application. So first of all, you need to prepare a rough draft of patent application, and you need to provide, or you need to submit that rough draft to the patent attorney so that they can work on it Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. Let me share my screen. Is it visible?
Yes, sir. It's visible, sir.
So, yes, yes. So preparation of patent application, then submission of patent. So we are having a tie-up with the Khurana and Khurana New Delhi. That's why I'm right. I already mentioned here. Then patentability search report that needs to be completed. Then discussion with inventor and consent for drafting of patent. Then interaction of inventor with attorney for final draft with complete specification of and the next one is the filing of patent. So this is the overall process started at an institute. If you want to prepare a mechanism for filing of patent, so this will be the ninth step for filing of patent. Identify project, organize training program for drafting, prepare the patent application, specifically form number 2, that is the complete specification, submit, make a tie-up with patent attorney firm, submit to the form to the patent attorney, do the patent search, then discuss with the inventor uh, and the concerned applicant, and then interaction between the inventor and the attorney for final draft. Provide your consent through the form number 1 in which you need to sign, and at last filing of patent to the Indian Patent Office by the attorney. So this is the process for the filing, but filing is not sufficient because it is just a one step. There are many more steps after filing of patent. Like patent filing is just like submitting your answer sheet to the invigilator. Okay. Submitting it results. Okay. So whatever written in the answer sheet, that is important. So that's why after submission of patent application, it will just completing the submission process. Now, process after filing of patent application, that is, these are the 6 different steps up to grant. As you submit the patent application, that application will be published. Again, I am going to mention here, submission of patent application is the first step. Second step completed by the patent office, that is the publication. Whatever the application submitted, that all application is going to be published. That means published application also don't have any weightage. Okay. So it is just like you submit your answer sheet to the invigilator, and invigilator show that answer sheet to all the students, okay, without evaluation. So it is just that much process. The next step is the examination. Examination is nothing but it is the evaluation. Now, whatever the patent application you submitted to the patent office, that patent application is going to be evaluated. It is going to be examined by the examiner, which will be allotted by the Indian Patent Office. Next is the after examination, the result will be announced. So result will be the queries which is raised by the examiner, that is going to be represented in the first examination report, and it will be provided to the patent attorney as well as the inventor, the concerned person. Then next is the preparation of response. Whatever the queries, whatever the questions raised and asked by the examiner, that needs to be answered properly. and it is called as the response to the FER. So that response will be prepared by the attorney. So we are having a tie-up with the Khurana and Khurana IP attorney in New Delhi. So on behalf of YCC, on behalf of Khurana and Khurana IP attorney, they prepare the response for the FER and they submit that response to the patent office. Then next is the response is going to be referred by the patent office. And after filing the response, if there is any further query in the mind of examiner and controller, then they assign the hearing. So hearing is nothing but it is the meeting between the controller, examiner, and patent attorney. So and the respective inventor sometimes. So within that meeting, the discussion was carried. At the end of discussion, if it is a convincing, then the patent will be granted. If it is not convincing, then patent will be rejected. So this is the overall process. Filing patent is the first step. Publication second. Third is the examination. Fourth is the FER. Fifth is the response to the FER, and sixth is the grant. So it is the journey. So patent will be started from preparation of form number 2, and it will end at grant of patent by the authority in terms of certificate. So this is the process. Now, how to accomplish this and how to prepare the patent application? Definitely, you need an innovation. And for development of innovation, there is a specific methodology which we are referring at YCC, and for which we have received a fruitful result by implementing this methodology. That methodology is called as 7 C's. So, Professor B.K. Chakraborty from IIT Bombay, who is heading the design school and who is pioneer of that innovation by design. So the particular concept is defined and launched by Professor B.K. Chakraborty. And we have referred that, and we found that it is very much suitable for every engineering institution for development of innovation. Now, these are the 7 concerns of innovation. Now, first C is the cause, second C is the context, third C is the comprehension, fourth C is the check, fifth C is the conception, sixth C is the crafting, and 7C is the connection. So step by step, one by one, we are going to discuss about the 7Cs, and later on, we are going to see the very interesting case studies related to that 7Cs. Am I audible? Am I
Yes, sir.
audible?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
And whether the screen is visible or not?
Visible, sir, visible. It is visible. Clearly visible, sir.
Okay. So if we just look for, or if we just go through the first C, first concern of innovation, that is the cause. Okay. Why we want to develop the innovation? Like in every product, or sorry, in every project, whenever the final year student want to start their project, everybody having the question in their mind, from where we can start and from where we can get the innovative idea. Just spreaded over and around you. Okay, you need to have only a keen observation. You need to identify the problem around yourself. Just you need to go through the keen observation. So that will be the cause. And the second most important thing, which I have personally experienced, that is, if you are having a background of a particular field, it will help you to select the problem, and it will help you to nurture your innovation in a better way. Like for example, if you from childhood, everybody having some kind of background. Somebody's someone's parent working in the transportation area. Somebody's parent working or the family background is with the healthcare sector. Somebody is having a background of it might be related with the agriculture. Somebody is having a background of some grocery shop. So everybody is having some kind of background from childhood. We have experienced certain kind of processes, certain kind of methods, certain kind of intricacies in that particular domain. So I am having a background of agricultural sector. So I'm very much familiar with the different processes of agricultural, so that I can perform in a better manner in the particular domain, and that's why you can also see my all patents, most of the patents related with the agricultural sector, because I'm having that interest. And if you are having interest, definitely you can do the wonders. So for development of innovation, one more thing, three basic ingredients are required. Okay, every student are enough capable. Every person is is enough capable to do the innovation. The only thing is you require three different skills or three different ingredients. First one, that is the involvement. You need to get involved in the development. You need to get involved yourself in the problem identification, in the different phases of development of the innovation. If more you involve, more you explore, more you connected. So that's why the first ingredient is the involvement. Second ingredient is the interest. Now, I just given an example. If you are having a background, automatically your interest will be developed in particular domain, whether it is agricultural, whether it is a health science or healthcare, whether it is a transportation, whether it is a material handling, whatever it is. If you are having a background, you automatically your interest will be developed. So try to select the problem statement as per your background, as per your interest. So the first ingredient is the involvement. Second ingredient is the interest. And third ingredient, believe me, as per my experience, third ingredient is the thought process. Without a thought process, nothing is going to be happen. Your thought process is very much important. In coming slide, we are going to see how thought process is important. So keep in your mind, for innovation, for developing certain kind of innovation, you require three basic ingredients which need to be possessed by the individual. That is involvement, interest, and thought process. So the next C, in first C, you are going to see the problem statement. Your problem statement should be genuine. Okay. If it is not genuine, that means your solution is also not, it will be not a genuine. The second C is the context. In context, you already selected the problem statement in first C. In second C, that is the context. In context, you try to refer, you try to capture, you try to collect different information associated with that problem statement. In the image, you can see somebody is doing a material handling, somebody is doing, the second image related with the healthcare, third image is related with the rural household. So if you are identifying the respective problem statement, you need to visit there. You need to collect the information related to the problem statement. related to the surrounding of the problem statement, related to the people involved in the problem statement. I'm having a very useful example of this in the coming slides. So it is a live case study by which you came to know how it is important. So firstly, you identify the problem, the cause, why we want to develop the innovation. In second C, we are trying to develop we are trying to collect all the information. So the major sources to collect the information by visiting the location, interacting with the people, interacting with the expert, visiting to the websites, collecting the information, reading the research paper, reading the patents, reading the reference book. So these will be the sources of collecting all the relative information related to the problem statement, by which we will become more aware about the system, about the condition, about that problem statement. So the second C is the context, which is related with the information. In first C, we identify the problem. In second C, we collect all the relative information related to the problem statement. Then third C is the comprehension. As we mentioned, the thought process is very important. Without a thought process, nothing is going to be happen. The comprehension is nothing but it is the thought process. We are just thinking about the problem statement. In first C, we identify the problem. In second C, we collect the information. In third C, by referring that information, by correlating that information, by just interlinking the information, we just initiate the thought process. So what will be the issues? What will be the probable solutions? What will be the persons involved? What is their opinion? So by considering all these, we are just starting a thought process in our mind. So that will be the comprehension. The third one is the comprehension. The fourth one is the check. It is just a summary. It is just a checklist. Whatever the problem identified in the first C, whatever the information collected in the second C, whatever the thought process given in the third C, that is the comprehension, all this matter is going to be put on the paper in terms of bulleted forms. So all more relative information will be represented on the paper as a checklist. So the first one is cause, where we identify the problem. Second is the context, where we collect the information. Third is the comprehension, where we provide the thought process. Fourth one is the check, where we prepare the summary of all problem statement, information, and the thought process. So that is the fourth one is the checklist, check. The next one, the fifth C is the conception. Okay, so conception is again an important thing where conceptual modeling is carried out. Whether it is a electronics, whether it is a computer, whether it is a mechanical, whether it is a electrical, or whether it is a civil, whatever the domain, whatever the discipline that you are having, but always innovation begin with the conception. Now, first 4C is nothing but it is the preparation of developing innovation. Okay, we identify problem, we collect the information, we become more familiar or more aware about the problem. Then we started the thought process, we think about the realities, then we prepare the checklist, and that means we completed our platform. We build our platform to launch the innovation. Then actual work starts, where you provide your thought process about the solution, about the probable most what we call probable, most appropriate, most suitable solution for the problem. Now here in conception, believe me, without any instrument, you require only paper and a pencil. It is the best tool for going for the conception. If you are an electronics engineer, prepare your circuit diagram, prepare your conceptual model on the paper by using pens. If you are having a mechanical domain, whatever the mechanism, whatever the assembly that you are thinking about, you represent on the paper in a rough manner. So I'm doing this practice from last 15 years, and definitely it is really a wonderful method. It is really a helpful method for developing the concept. Now, in the conception, we are not only preparing the concept, but we are doing the brainstorming also. Okay. For example, in a project, we work in a team. Every member is having a different kind of thought process. Everybody have their own opinion. So everybody having a different kind of solution. We need to sit together. We need to discuss. We need to give respect to the solution provided by every team member. And we need to identify which one is the most suitable, most prominent solution for the problem. And once you find out that most suitable solution, then do the engineering, apply the calculations, apply your engineering knowledge, and convert that conceptual design into a engineering design here itself in conception. Now, once you completed the engineering design, that means you will get, or you will find out the specifications. So specifications in terms of dimensions, specification in terms of capacity, specification in terms of different kind of different values. Okay. So once you find these all specification, you can prepare the CAD model by using the CAD tool. By using the different software, you can use the different kind of computing tools by which you can represent your concept in a better way, by which you can represent your model in a better way. So that is all about the conception. Now, first C, cause, where we identify the problem. Second C is the context, where we collect the information. Third C is the comprehension, where we give the thought process about the problem, about the information. Fourth one is the checklist, where we prepare the summary. Fifth one is the conception, where we give the thought process about the solution, and we prepare the solution virtually. We prepare the design, we calculate, we do the calculation. The engineering design is completed in fifth C. The next one is the crafting. It is nothing but it is the prototyping. Whatever the design which we prepare in the previous C, that is the conception, that is going to be crafted in the 6C, that is the preparing the prototype. Here, not only preparing the prototype, whether it is a mechanical, whether it is a computer. So for example, in computer, we prepare in previous section in conception, we prepare the algorithm. And now in crafting, we actually put on the coding platform, and not only preparing the code, but validating that code, testing that code, modification of the code. So that is going to be happen here. Similarly, in a mechanical domain, if we develop some kind of prototype, we will test that prototype in the actual, what we called, in the actual, on the actual field. We came to know some kind of modification, then we do the modification, and we will come with a final product. So this all part will be come under the crafting. The 7C is the connection, and which is missing in almost from most of the engineering institution, because project prepared by the student from many years, and still it is going on. But how many projects is implemented for the real-time use? So percentile is very low, and that's why it is a major concern. And Ministry of Education, AICT, these all people are focusing to make the connection with the end user. So whatever the innovation which we are developing within the institute, within the engineering institute, it needs to be useful for the society. It needs to be reach up to the society. It needs to be reach up to the industry, so that the society and industry can get the benefits. So whatever the final product, which we have completed in previous C, that is the crafting. So it is going to be reach up to the end user, and that is the meaning of connection. So there are many more ways of connection. So you can make tie-up with an industry to manufacture your product and sell your product. You can start your own venture, and you can start publicity of your product, marketing of your product, and you can reach up to the end user. So there are many more ways. You can adopt anyone. Before going for the case study, let me check how many alive in the webinar, because it is the routine practice. Like we start the webinar and we just forget to get the information. So let me check. We are going to try to revise. So I think there are 67 participants in this webinar. So we will just revise the 7C. Okay. During my discussion, I already revised 5 to 6 times what are the 7Cs. Okay. So let me check. So what will be the first C? So all participants can answer.
Sir,
What
actually,
is
participants don't have right
okay?
to.
Okay,
Only they
okay,
can
okay.
give
I
their answer in the chat
understand.
box.
Okay, okay. You can all the participants can represent their
Yes.
answer through the chat box. Okay, okay. So due to okay, so the access is not available. So participant can provide their view in the chat box.
Because
And what?
they have given already some question and questions in the chat box also.
Okay, okay. I will definitely answer. I just complete the case study of the 7C,
Okay,
and
sir.
I will answer that question. So these are at the middle. If you see my mouse, this is the Professor B.K. Chakraborty from IIT Bombay, and we are really fortunate that he launched that concept, which is very much popular and very much useful for every engineering institution for developing the innovative project. These are the basic 3 projects which I want to discuss, where the 7C is implemented and it is having a wonderful results and wonderful outcomes. The first one, and specifically, it is uh, that the this project awarded by the government of India by the hands of Honorable President of India. So this is the first one is the vein detector. So many time, whenever that uh, whenever for just searching the vein for giving an injection, so it will be very tedious and it will be a complicated task, and specifically for the child patient. So it is very tedious one. So they have invented a vein tracer. It is a purely electronic uh, product where the light is just provided over the skin, due to which the vein is highlighted and it is easy to trace. The second product is the solar cooker. We all know in many of the interior sections, rural areas, the cooking, like cooking appliances, electricity problem, cooking appliances is not available. So for that section, so solar cooker is developed. And the third one is very interesting, which is developed for the policeman. Okay, no one think about the policeman, but these IIT people, they thought about the policeman. And whenever they are having some the bandobast duty, so at that time they need to stand completely for many hours, and it will be really tedious. So they have invented, they have just modified the shape, the top portion of the police stick, which will be used as the resting. That person is just resting. This is the pulley stick, and it is having some kind of T section on the upper side. It is a foldable. Once you it will be like that, and once you open it, it will become like that. Based on that, and you will have some kind of relaxation instead of completely standing for at the duty time. So one is the advantage of this is the first advantage. And second, whenever they are just pushing some person at the time of some kind of agitation, more charge, so they are using that stick, and due to that T section which is having a rubber coat, so it will not injure that person. So it is a really a question for the society which developed by the IIT Bombay team. So there are many more examples. There's the development of the vein tracer. Okay, so they have started with just sketching. So there's the pen, and by using a pen and pencil, the number of sketches will be developed. The probable solution was a thought given for the different kind of solution. And this is the prototype. Prototype means it is a proof of concept only, where they just prepare the circuit and they just connected all the component and try to just highlight the vein. So it is the POC, proof of concept. And then first of all, this try to develop the uh, the the instrument in a traverse direction. So it is difficult to insert the syringe or the needle inside the vein. So also this image shows the various kind of prototype. The thermocol is used to identify the best suitable shape for the product. So different shapes identified, different shapes are tried, and this is the CAD tool used after designing all. So the CAD tool, this is the detailing of the complete assembly. So where components is represented. Now it is also, these plates are provided to just lower the temperature. And this is the startup. If anyone want to know about the startup, so startup is nothing but it is the company registered, and these are the conditions that needs to be satisfied. So private limited company or a registered partnership firm or a incorporated registered in India not prior to 5 years. Annual turnover should not be exceeded more than 5 crore in any preceding financial year. You should have any innovative solution, and these are the condition, and this is the certificate which justify that you are the startup. So this certificate, like I have included the Make Farm Equipment LLP certificate provided by the Government of India through Ministry of Commerce and Industry under the Department of Promotion, Department for Promotion of Industry and Internal Trades. So DPIIT certificate is very much important. If you are having a DPIIT certificate, then you will be considered as a startup. Otherwise, you will be a just company. So with this, I'm going to stop my presentation here. So I'm going to answer few queries, which is right. Sir, how a student select, the first query asked by Kirti Srivastava. Sir, how a student select a project which have societal benefit? So your question will having a answer by a 7C itself. The first C, that is the cause. Whenever we are selecting the problem for our project, we need to identify the problem in such a way that which is more relevant to the societal need. Okay, so if it is having a societal need, if people desperately requiring that particular solution, then after completing that project, it will have a societal benefit. The second question which is asked that is by the Pritika Burwani. That is, okay. Sir, how an engineering student in this degree could create a startup and run it successfully? Definitely. It will, the journey can start at any year, at any time. You can select the problem. You need to follow the 7 C's, and by using a 7C, you will have a commercial product. Now, as an engineering student, as per the National Innovation and Startup Policy launched by the Ministry of Education, any student can start their own venture. They can start their own startup. Also, institute can provide certain kind of facilities to the student to start their own venture, to start their own startup. More than that, Ministry of Education also want that student and faculty of the institution, of the technical institutions, they need to they need to develop their own innovation, and they need to start their own startup. So basically it is related with the Atmanirbhar Bharat. So then the next question from Kartika Raman. Sir, how a student can get fund for his project? So there are many more schemes, funding schemes available from the government of India. Now, you may found that there is a scheme Aspire, there is a scheme Nidhi Prayas, where you can apply with your concept, your project idea, and up to 10 lakh rupees, up to 15 lakh rupees, the funding is available. Only thing is, we need to just search on the internet. Everything is available. Recently, I'm not just telling you, I'm having a past experience. Recently, at our institute, one team, one group of student and faculty, they developed the fan cleaning machine. So ceiling fan cleaning machine. So it is a very tedious task. Every household person, when he or she goes to clean the ceiling fan, it will be a tedious one. You need to reach up to that ceiling fan and then clean the ceiling fan. So it will be a complicated process. So our team developed a instrument by which it is just having long rod which can be extended as per the requirement, and it is having two different rollers. Within that roller, the blade of fan just get inserted, and this roller automatically start rotating, and on the outer side of that roller there is a scrubber and the cleaning system along with some spraying. So all this process is completed. So this particular idea is funded by Ministry of MSME with 9.8 lakh rupees. 9.8 lakh rupees. So there are a number of opportunities are available. Only thing is we need to make aware ourselves by just visiting to different websites, by just searching on the Google. Nidhi Prayas of DST, they are providing funding. MSME Ideathon, MSME incubation scheme, they are providing funding. Then MSME, they are providing funding. AICT providing funding. So there are a number of schemes. You need to just search and you will get that funding.
Yeah, I think so. The questions are over.
Yes,
Anybody has any question, they can put their questions in the Q&A session. I think so. No more questions, sir.
Students, please ask any question if you have. I think.
Okay, I think so, sir. Manmohan, sir. I think
Yes,
so.
sir.
Nobody else is asking. So, sir, thank you very much, Khedkar, sir. It was a great presentation because it was a learning opportunity for us also, because your TBI is doing so much in terms of innovation and practical approach towards making the projects into a startup projects, innovative projects. really nice to hear you, and it was really a learning experience to all of us. And definitely we will also speed up our activities so that we also create such projects which will be really beneficial to the society and lead to innovations, patenting, as well as to startup. Thank you very much, sir, for your valuable views and experience which you have shared. And we will definitely, our students will also take it ahead, and we will also take it ahead. Thank you very much for sparing your valuable time with us and being with us. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you,
Thank you,
sir.
sir. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Sandeep sir. Thank you.
Thank you.